Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. And yeah, if you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Also, head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. Follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays, the little 10-minute segment that I do over there every Tuesday. And make sure you follow me on all the other social medias, and let's get into it, shall we? So, in the continuation of let's see how much bullshit we can dump into Michael's life on the last month of the year, 2025 showing up and showing her full ass. So, let's start with the beginning, happening in the middle of November. So, car breaks down. 1 week later, have to have emergency dental. And the emergency dental surgeon removes my wisdom tooth that was supposed to be repaired and built back up, leaving only one tooth on this side and a huge gap of about 3 inches, give or take. So basically no teeth on this side. And the one tooth that is there is probably going to start breaking down pretty soon as I start chewing on that side. Which led into Thanksgiving being an absolute wonderful delight of having to chew everything on this side, which already has a broken tooth that needs to get repaired. So like, and spitting, sneezing, swallowing, talking, yawning, all of those things was not something that I could do. You don't realize how much you yawn until you're not able to. Because every time I would yawn, I have a really wide mouth, or like, my mouth can open up. And so just having to hold, like trying to yawn, ugh. But now I can yawn and have very little to no problems. But every time that I was yawning, I could feel it like rip, and that's a pleasant feeling. The week after Thanksgiving and all of that happened, started developing really bad pain on my right side. Very indicative to a time when I had a kidney stone, and I just like, no, it's okay. It's just for me working out. It's just for me doing whatever. And my urine turning clear and like the whole 9 yards. Had to fight like the third monkey on Noah's ramp to get my goddamn doctor to, one, even see me, two, to even do the testing that I need. And so, yeah. Finally get in front of my doctor after having to be vetted by a triage nurse. And she's like, oh, honey, yeah, you mark all of the things. I'm like, gee, you think? So get in front of my doctor. I'm like, look, I need this, and this done. This testing needs to be done. This testing needs to be done. I need this medication and this medication. If it is a kidney stone, I need this medication, and this medication. I'm also going to need the anti-vomiting medication, because this medication and this medication really fuck me up. And every time that I so much as open my eyes, I throw up childhood trauma. Like, that's how far back it goes. And all of that does not sound fun and fancy and yay, let's do this with an open tooth hole. So we're going to also need to figure out something for that. So he's like, whoa, let me see. Oh, yeah, it shows here. When did you think that you had that done? February of 2021. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Okay. And I see, okay, yeah, I see that you had all these things done, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, they can't do a sonogram because, well, too heavy. So it comes back inconclusive. You can't do a regular x-ray because, again, too heavy, comes back inconclusive. You can do a CT scan, but it will not show everything that's going on. You have to do a CT scan with a contrast. That way it shows everything that's going on in there. Oh, okay. And I'm like, I'm not just arbitrarily pulling this shit out of the ether. Like, I don't want to be on oxycodone. I don't want to be on erythromycin and all these other things. Like, I know that I need these things if it is this, because that's the only way that I got through the last time. I don't want to be on Flomax because, well, I already urinate enough being diabetic. Yay, diabetic. But, the Flomax helps push that through. So yeah, and then I'm gonna also need something that isn't like morphine, but isn't a fucking children's chewable Tylenol to help regulate with the other pain and the passing and everything else that is kidney safe for diabetics. You have me on 800 milligrams of ibuprofen once or twice a day, and I have completely stopped that. So do I need to go back on to taking that, just like breaking it in half and like letting it filter through for the inflammation? What do we got to do? Let's see what the tests say first. Okay, you're set up. Call them in the morning. So, anyways, go and I get my testing done, and had to go see the vampires, and you can see part of that beautiful, ugly bruise right there. Because the person who did my blood draw had a touch of the tism, and as he was poking and digging around in my arm, knitting a sweater with my veins, he's like paying attention over here to something and asking questions. I'm like, could you stop and just focus, please? Like, just ow. Oh, okay. So get my test results back, and I'm reading it off, and it's like, okay, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. No kidney stone in right kidney. Enlarged not prostate. What is that? Spleen. 1 millimeter stone, non-obstructive, non-puncturing left side kidney. He sends back, oh, there's nothing remarkable about it, so that's a good thing. Sir, did you not see the 1 millimeter kidney stone on the left side? Like, Mita, look. I'm like, okay, well, could that kidney stone being rattling around in there be causing like the pain that's emanating from the center of my back to the right side? Like, what is going on? There's one in there. What do we got to do? How do we get it dissolved? How do we get it moved? How do we get it like moving along? Like, I don't want it here. It's not paying rent. We don't know her. It's got to go. Still hasn't responded to that. So yay. Then I get a on the door, And it's my landlord with a stack of paper and saying, yeah, starting January 1st, your rent's going up $50. Enjoy. He didn't throw the enjoy part in there. I probably would have punched him. So I was like, well, fuck. Okay. How the hell am I going to get this additional $50 out of my universe? I know $50 isn't much for people, but for someone like me who's on low income, fixed income, that's basically saying, you got to pay $1 million next month. And, all of this on top of the fact that, we are scaring the shit out of Christmas and I need to get my car fixed. Oh, yeah. And on top of getting the knock on the door, I had a friend come over and look at my car, and there's there's water in my oil, which means that there's a blown head gasket or some kind of other damage that has happened. So that's fucking fun. A blown head gasket is like shmoney. So I still am going to take it in on the 14th to get a full diagnostic done to see what needs to be done to the car, and then hit it with a plan of attack of, okay, do I put the money into trying to get it fixed, or do I say, okay, cool, high fives all around, sell it for whatever I can sell it for, and then go try to find myself something else on the marketplace that is probably in a lot worse condition than my car was when I first bought it. And yeah. So trying to figure out where the money is going to come for that, let alone the new $50 that I have to come up with. Because at this point now, 98, almost 99% of my monthly income is going just to rent, not to anything else. That's before my internet. That's before my YMCA membership. That is before my Netflix. And yeah, all of those are very, very cheap. My Netflix is $20. My YMCA membership, because I'm on a low income program, is like $9 or $13. And my internet, because I'm on a low income program, is like $20 a month. And I put $25 to $26 a month on my bill just so that I have a little bit extra. So I technically don't need to pay my internet bill for about 6 months, but I would rather have that cushion there. So yeah, just a lot of things up in the air right now, and just trying to figure life out. So high fives all around, right? On the good news, since I've spent 14 minutes just telling you about all the crap that has happened, Monday, before I got the news about the car and my rent going up, Monday, I went to a Christmas brunch with a bunch of friends, mainly my little group, but it was like the extended group also. And it was a fairly nice, interesting little brunch. I don't know that it was $25 worth, but it was a present from one friend to the other friends, so that was kind of nice. And we had to do like this little gift exchange, like white elephant gift exchange type situation. So I happen to have a brand new candle that I picked up a couple of months ago at Goodwill for like $1. and I bought 7 of them because I really like the way this candle smells. So I just wrapped that up, put it in a gift bag that I already had from last Christmas, and called it good. So we did the gift exchange and all that other stuff, and yay, whatever. My friend, she got the candle. She chose the candle, and it was one of those like you can steal the presents. Like whoever fucking thought of that kind of game needs to be like brutally injured, because that is not a fun game. At least for me, it's not, because if I get something I really want and somebody steals that, that just puts me in the shittiest mood. I've only played that game one other time, and it was with a bunch of friends and work colleagues of my sister's, and it was right around the time when Avengers had first come out, and it was an Avengers throw blanket, and I wanted that thing so bad, and I was so happy and just like ecstatic that I got this. And somebody comes over, they're like, "Oh my god, that's so cool, I'm gonna take that." I'm like, "But no, this is mine." "Oh well, that's the game. Here, you can have this." And I don't even remember what it was that I got as a compilation, or however the hell you say that word. And I was just so fucking pissed. I told my sister, I was like, "You need to take me home now. Like, if I don't get home, I am going to start throwing hands. I'm that pissed off." She's like, "Oh, calm down. It's just a blanket." I'm like, back then I was not as mentally put together as I am now. I was still really unhinged. And I was like, "You don't fucking understand. I really wanted that goddamn blanket. That means a lot to me because I'm a nerd, and I love Marvel, and they just took it from me and gave me some bullshit. Like, I want that fucking blanket." So I did not have fun for the remainder of the time that we were there, and ended up just kind of resenting those people for probably the next 8 months after that. I'm still friends with most of them, if not all of them, but it still leaves a really bitter taste in my mouth, and that's been like 13 years ago now. So yeah, just thinking about it pisses me off. So anyways, the present that I ended up getting was like this designer purse, and I don't know anything about the designer, um, but it came in a Tiffany's box, and I was like, "Oh shit, is this actual Tiffany's?" And I open it up, and I see that it's not, and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Um, Kind of hoping it was, but I'm glad that it wasn't, because if I got Tiffany's and somebody tried to take it from me, I would have to be the biggest Scrooge in the world. Like, "No, fuck you. That's not happening." "Thank you, but no, thank you. Away with you." Um, so, uh, I don't know who I'm going to give it to. It's either going to go to my sister or to my niece. More likely my sister, because my niece is very curated with the things that she buys, and it's like this maroon color, and I don't think my niece would like it. And it might be one of those grab bag gifts that I just offer to whoever. Like, "Okay, I didn't know which one of you would want this the most, so you two fight over it or whatever." But yeah. So in the Christmas giving stuff, I have 2 items for my niece. Technically, as of today, 2 items for my sister. I still want to get my niece 1 or 2 more items. I want to get my sister a few more items. And I want to, I need to get my sister's boyfriend and his dad something. I already got something for my mom. And then I want to get 3 or 4 other things for my friend group. They're probably going to be Dollar Tree or better type gifts. I've covered this in other things that I've done or what have you, but it is my personal thought that everyone should have a little something, regardless of its price, to open up during the holidays, just as a little token of like, I love you, I appreciate you, whatever else. So yeah, there's that. I am still doing my little virtual challenges, and I'm only at 10, a little, like close to 11 miles of the 26.2 miles that I need to do for these challenges. And of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of the 5 challenges, I have completed 1 of them already. And I am working on the others. And the one that I just got done with is the Nutcracker one for the holidays, and it's called Crack Your Limits. And I don't know what this one doesn't really go to anything, but like here's my little racing bib. It's 4540. And I have like a whole stack of these little racing bibs now, which is kind of cool. It's like two hurrahs in one. But I just got my medal in the mail, and this is through Virtual Pace Series. So you get like this cool little bag here, and I am in love with this medal. Virtual Pace Series has some of the most amazing medals, but look at that. That is so freaking cool. And this is not one dimensional. This is 3D textured. Like you can feel all the words and everything. And it's a heavy piece of metal. I don't know what kind of metal it is, but it's awesome. And I love it. And it's in red and green for like Christmas colors, and it's adorable. The second that they announced this particular medal for the holiday season for 2025, I was all, yeah, I need to do this race for this one. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that now makes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10. We'll say 10 races altogether. 11 if you count my Fall 50 pouch. For the Fall 50, this is all I got. Well, not all I got, but this is what I got for doing my Fall 50, and this was myadventurechallenge.com. And I've showed you guys this before, but just in case you haven't seen that, there's this is all embroidered, and it's a nice iron-on patch. So yeah, chasing the dopamine while losing the weight. Anyways, guys, I realize that we are going on 25 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. Remember, you are doing the best you can with what you have available to you. don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population. And in a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.